The following program is a paid advertisement for Divine, brought to you by Living Well Life Solutions.
Hi, I'm Damon Davis. Welcome to New Day. If you're suffering with any kind of joint discomfort, if you have had an aching back, when you wake up in the morning, stiffness, soreness, lack of mobility, when every joint in your body hurts and you can't even make a fist, when you know that as soon as your feet hit the floor, you're going to walk on glass, when the very basic, simple things in life, like picking up your kids, the simple things we take for granted, you no longer enjoy. In the next half hour, I'm going to reveal to you the most powerful, total comprehensive system designed to attack your discomfort, get your body detoxified, restore your health, get your body in the proper working order, lower your cholesterol, improve heart health, repair joint damage. The product is called Divine Joint Defense, and you're not going to want to miss a minute of today's show. Dr. Brian, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
I want to go right into this, and I want the viewers to understand your qualifications. I call you an expert. What makes you one?
I'm a doctor of chiropractic and a certified wellness practitioner. I've practiced for 20 years. I sit on the ICA's Council of Wellness Science, and over all this time and all these qualifications and continuing education and literally the tens of thousands of patients that we've seen in our clinics over all these years, I've come to find some real truths, some real effective, demonstratable, reproducible, simple things that you can do to help take away symptoms from your spine, your knees, your elbows, your joints.
Dr. Brian, this is a universal problem. I want to read some statistics, okay? In America, over 80 million people are suffering with joint tissue pain and discomfort. 80% suffer from back pain. 33% of adults in the U.S. have some form of arthritis. 73% of Americans suffer from headaches. What in the world is going on here?
I couldn't grip anything. I couldn't have open jars.
Ankle pain, knee, and pain in my heel.
Pain in my back, legs.
Achiness, I would have problems with my shoulder, headaches, lots of headaches, and I had knee issues.
Back pain, low back pain, and pain in both running down both my legs. And in the upper body, I would have pains in joints too, especially in my hands.
There were weeks when I couldn't even get out of bed.
This problem is epidemic. Joint problems, arthritis, disc degeneration, postural damage, humps, people wonder why they get them. We're hit in automobile accidents which cause damage to our spine.
Sure.
We're sitting in front of computers which train us to have terrible bad posture.
Sure, and pain in our neck as a result.
And those things, texting, you know, all the different computer devices that we have, cause us to break down our joints and lead to symptoms and pain. What happens to joints from these abnormal, incorrect postures is the cartilaginous tissue inside the joints, the discs, the linings of the joints themselves, they break down. And they break down, these little cells that the cartilage is made of is kind of like bubble wrap. And the bubble wrap, it breaks, it deflates, and now the joints touch each other more. The linings grind, nerve endings are being pinched on, and it causes pain in many different parts of the body.
Is this hereditary? Is this from structural things? I mean, what's going on?
Yeah, well, it's a combination. Certainly the structural will cause nerve impingement. The nerves coming down to the hands don't work as effectively. If you've done repetitive type motion work, that'll do it. Inflammatory nutritional diet will cause inflammation in the joints and swelling also. All of these factors lead into that. Understanding the education, getting proper products like this is how we unwind that. It's largely preventable by giving the nutrition that the body needs to help rebuild joints, correct the cause of the problem, not just treat the symptoms, and then allow the body to be in a position to restore health naturally and normally the way it was supposed to.
So I've been a massage therapist for about a year and a half, including schooling, and I take joint defense at the end of a long day when my fingers, my wrists, my elbows even will feel swollen or exhausted.
Since I've been using joint defense, I don't have the pain, and I feel I should be the very best I can at whatever age we are.
Thinking to myself, I am not achy right now. I wonder why I'm not achy. Oh yeah, I've been taking that joint defense.
The doctor examined my knee and it was doing a lot better, and he asked me what I was doing that was different, and I told him I've been using the Divine Joint Defense.
Wow, I'm free from pain. I can move easier. I just feel this Relief.
I take it in the morning as I'm brushing my teeth. I take it at night when I'm brushing my teeth. So twice a day it fits in nicely.
It's exactly like taking care of your teeth, except your spine and your nervous system and your joints, they're even more important.
The things that you should do, like infusing your body with nutrients found in this product. What's in it, and what science, what research went into this product that people need to hear about?
So what's in Divine Joint Defense is glucosamine, chondroitin, MSM, and hyaluronic acid, and white willow bark to decrease pain and symptoms.
Glucosamine,
yes,
you mentioned, and chondroitin.
And what they do is they will rebuild the cells inside the cartilaginous tissue. And when you rebuild those cells, it actually gives them the ability to improve, okay, and put more cushion, less pressure on the nerve endings, and the body works and heals itself.
Another ingredient in this product caught my attention and somewhat made me laugh. Type II Chicken Collagen.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's in this product.
Yes.
What in the world is that?
Well, I'll tell you this, it's very expensive. Whole Foods are much more expensive than the stuff you see in these major discount, stores that you go into.
Perhaps because they really work.
Yeah, because it really works. This comes from a special farm in France, and it's very expensive to import in, but it's the purest form of collagen that there is in a whole food form.
Why does whole food matter?
Okay.
With all of the products that litter the store shelf, all of the solutions that are promised to us to deal with this issue of joint health, why does whole food really matter? Well, about 90% of the products that are on the shelf today are synthetic. That means they've been stripped away of all their natural properties and just condensed the nutrients that they're looking for. Whole food only consists of about 10%. It's whole food means it just came right from the source and then combined together. So what you see there is a product that fits the way our bodies were designed to absorb it properly into the joints. And I saw someone take a glass and they dropped a vitamin into it, a synthetic one as you described, not whole food. It sat there in that water for days and did not break down. Is that what's happening in our body?
Yeah, absolutely. With synthetic type vitamins, we see that almost 85% of it doesn't break down, and it just sits there and it's passed, out of us into the septic system. So with whole foods, though, they break down, they're readily absorbable. You take it just like you do food with your meals, and it's absorbed much more heartily into the tissues and the cells.
So once you take Joint Defense, it enters your body, and it's very readily absorbable by your digestive system. And that's because it's all natural ingredients, so it's whole food ingredients, which is important when things are synthetic or manufactured that way. Your body doesn't often absorb them as appropriately, so you need the proper ingredients essentially to repair those areas so they can be fully healthy. And Joint Defense really has a full spectrum of nutrients that help your joints to do just that.
I was taking over-the-counter painkillers and anti-inflammatory medicines, both prescribed and over-the-counter, and symptoms never went away. It would be just like a little cover-up for a little while, and it would help for maybe that 6 or 8 hours, and after that everything was back, the pain and the inflammation.
The aspirin would tend to mask the pain, and with the Joint Defense it completely took it away and made my body feel whole and complete.
It's a very safe, natural product that gets to the body a lot faster. It's completely organic, it's not synthetic, it's safe for the body to use and absorbs a lot faster because it's not a synthesized product.
It worked way better than anything over the counter that we were using before, and it worked even better than what the doctors had prescribed.
There's also whole food products in Joint Defense that will help against the prevention of osteoporosis, which I find is very important, and that's another reason why I do take Joint Defense.
That's why it's such a powerful and effective product.
And amazingly, the product is not so expensive that people watching have to cut back on something else to include this as part of the regimen. And in fact, if you were to go out and get all of the ingredients and match them into one product like Divine Joint Defense, they would end up spending a substantial greater amount of money than what you've provided here.
Oh, absolutely. I think we calculate about $400 a month is what you'd spend if you tried to bring all this together, import it in, exactly from the sources that we get it from.
And a fraction of the cost here.
Yep.
If I were to try all of these products separately, which some people will try and do, it would have cost me a fortune to be able to put all that together, but to be able to to have it all in one ingredient, it just was a fabulous combination.
You cannot put a price tag on being pain-free. Being pain-free it gives you freedom. It gives you a new life.
If the price went up on it, I wouldn't blink an eye. And I usually pay more for it. Yeah, it's worth it. It's great. It makes me active again. You know, I can be alive again, be a person again.
If we're living in a depressed state, if our joints are worn down, if we have no energy, and all of the other things, a host of things that people are subject to, and right in front of us is a solution. Am I right?
Yeah. If you give the body what it needs, if we remove the interferences, it can move towards natural health all by itself. And that's the natural genius of this healing system God put inside of us. And it's been working our whole lives. It's just getting broken down in so many people, and it's preventable. And that's my life's work.
Wow. This product is an opportunity for you to fight back. There's science behind it. There's a doctor behind it. There's testimonials behind it.
If you have aches, if you have pains, swelling in your joints, even headaches, you should really look into Joint Defense. As a massage therapist, I take it daily and I recommend it to everyone.
It's saved my aching body, and it can save yours too.
They ask me, what are you doing and what does it take for you to keep going like you do? And I tell them Joint Defense is the answer.
There's no reason for you to still be sitting there hurting. Not when there's Divine Joint Defense available. Right now, reach out, grab it. It'll change your life. It did for me.
I challenge you to pick up the phone, try this product for 30 days. If you do not see a reduction in inflammation, if you do not see an improvement in joint health, how will you know? Because you'll feel better. Then return the product, risk-free. You have nothing to lose. We'll be right back after this break.
According to the American Arthritis Foundation, more than 80 million Americans experience some form of joint and soft tissue discomfort. Poor diet, stress, and past injuries have torn our bodies down, which means it's critical that we have something to build our bodies up. Now, Divine Joint Defense is your solution to wear and tear on your joints, inflammation, and problems you experience every day in your back, your knees, your hands, your neck, and your feet. Supporting the rebuilding of healthy cartilage, adding flexibility and mobility to your joints, and reducing the pain quickly while improving bone density. With a proprietary, all-natural formulation from real science and years of clinical testing, Divine Joint Defense provides ease to joint issues, regardless of your age. Unlike harmful over-the-counter pain relievers that deposit residue in your liver, Divine Joint Defense actually improves your body's function, reducing harmful inflammation and alleviates pain, all with absolutely zero harmful side effects.
They're not going to have any effects from it. It's very natural.
Every drug I've ever had has some ill effect, some bad side effect. And Joint Defense doesn't have anything like that.
When I was introduced to Joint Defense, it took away the achiness, the discomfort went away, I had a smile again, it was great.
Thousands of users are already reporting improved energy, mobility, and a happier lifestyle. What's more, they're seeing a reduction in costly doctor's visits and prescription medication that can simply mask the problem. Divine Joint Defense delivers a real solution to help repair your body, supporting your joints the right way with long-lasting relief. Until now, this powerful solution was only available through private natural wellness providers. But through this exclusive television offer, you can experience an amazing breakthrough in joint health today for only $38.98. You've tried everything else. Now try something that actually works.
We want to fix the cause of the problem versus just treating the symptoms. So this isn't a product that just deals with your symptoms. This is a product that actually builds the structure back up inside the cartilage tissue, the discs, the ligaments, the tendons, the muscles themselves. And in doing that, it decreases pressure, decreases nerve inflammation and nerve pressure. And that's how it works.
Just being able to go up and down the stairs with no pain is remarkable.
If you have swelling in any of your joints, if you have arthritis or rheumatism, anything like that that's keeping you from doing what you want to do, I would highly recommend Divine Joint Defense. It's that good.
And as a special gift with your order today, we will also provide you Divine Wellness, where you will discover how to identify your stresses, reharmonize your body and spirit, balance your mind, and help get yourself back into operation. You will learn the secrets to eating right, easy ways to exercise, and other synergistic ways to combine the right lifestyle with the impact of Divine Joint Defense. Divine Wellness is yours free. just for trying Divine Joint Defense for 30 days. But this offer just became irresistible. With your order today, Damon will give you a 30-day free subscription to his New Day with Damon Solutions portal. Join thousands of others from around the world in this interactive educational community. Pick a topic, and through a multimedia experience of audio, video, and written coaching by Damon, thought leaders, and experts, you can experience positive change in all areas of your life. And you'll get a daily motivational message from Damon's desk to yours, helping you reach the life you deserve, the divine life. All of this, Divine Joint Defense, Divine Wellness, a complete divine life system, all yours today for only $38.98. Don't wait a moment longer. Call the number on your screen to get started right away. You or your loved one no longer have to live with the constant aches and pains that come from aging or past accidents. Act now for yourself and your family. Results are guaranteed. Call now.
For many people, it's an unbearable process where we get up in the morning, our back hurts, our knees hurt, we can't make a fist. We're tired of being in pain. We're tired of being limited, and we want it to stop. We want answers.
Right.
I would take a lot of ibuprofen to reduce the inflammation, because I was told it was inflammation that was causing the problem. Is that true? And will Divine Joint Defense solve the problem?
Inflammation is really an effect of all these abnormal postures, repetitive motions on our joints, and then your body creates inflammation to try to wall itself off and protect itself. Now what Divine Joint Defense does is it helps rebuild and repair these joints and opening up the pressure. It also has white willow bark, which naturally, safely decreases pain and symptoms.
It had ingredients that help to reduce inflammation around the joints. It had ingredients that are good for general health of the entire body, reducing inflammation and the effects of inflammation. So certainly when a product is first introduced to me, I look at it with a critical eye, but once I read the ingredients, I was actually fairly sold just on that.
Doc, you're presenting something that is opposite of what the medical industry would say is the solution to our problems. Like me, many people right now are on toxic drugs that, as I understand it, is not solving the problem. It's just masking the problem and treating symptoms. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely. And unfortunately, the medical side tends to fall into this treat symptoms with drugs and surgery type of model, where on the natural side, we look to get to the cause of the problem every time. I'm always thinking causative, get to it, correct it, and let the body then naturally flourish like it's supposed to be.
So maybe it's a result of billions of dollars at stake, not about presenting an option to people that's alternative, that's natural, that's safe, and that actually can not just diminish the symptoms that people are experiencing, but perhaps improve overall body joint health. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe actually have a chance to correct the cause of the problem and not just merely deal with the side effects and symptoms.
And you're saying that Divine Joint Defense does that?
Yes.
And you've seen it in your clinic?
Yes.
Explain to me and the viewer what you saw.
Well, we took 30 patients and we followed them over 90 days. And the results were great. What we saw was a 40% reduction of symptoms, 43% reduction of inflammation, and a 50% reduction of stiffness. So that, I think, is what people can expect, as a clinician. This is what I found on 30 patients over quite a period of 90 days.
Real results.
Yes.
Real solutions.
Yeah.
If you're tired of putting chemicals in your body, if you're tired of every day feeling achy and miserable and living on 4 hours at a time, then you need to try Joint Defense. You need to start with it and don't stop. It is amazing.
If you have aches, if you have pains, swelling in your joints, even headaches, you should really look into Joint Defense.
Fibromyalgia. Divine Joint Defense can help?
Yeah, and what fibromyalgia is, Damon, it's kind of a wastebasket diagnosis that doctors use when somebody has overall pain. Well, if you have several joints that are out of alignment, your posture's bad, nerve pressure, often those people will have symptoms. If we start putting the structure into a healthy place, we give it the proper nutritional to rebuild the joints as much as they can be. Again, it's fix it to as near normal as possible. Often I'll see patients with fibromyalgia decrease their symptoms and their bodies do much, much better.
What about headaches? So many people are dealing with headaches.
Well, so many patients that I see from forward flexion posture syndrome, okay, which is a diagnosis that we see now, suffer from all their computer use and texting and gaming, and they get stuck in these positions. This causes a lot of pressure on the base of the neck, just like a bowling ball, again, if you lifted it forward, and those tense muscles then refer headache pain. It's the most common cause of headache pain that I see. Again, you put the structure back into a healthy position, help rebuild the joints, and we see headaches, you know, do great under this kind of care.
I was in a car accident a few years ago, and after that I started getting really bad headaches. So many days where I would just be in bed for weeks, which was not good because I had 2 children. And for me, joint defense really helped loosen up my neck area, which is why my migraines stopped.
Absolutely amazing. So someone watching the program right now says, hey, this sounds like a product that I'd like to try. It's risk-free. They have nothing to lose except perhaps the inflammation and the discomfort. So who should use joint defense? Is this just someone who's got a problem that they're trying to fix? Or is this a product that everyone should be taking?
No, I use it, and you know, I don't have any major musculoskeletal problems. But yes, anybody who wants to prevent, and I have many athletes in my office that do that, all the way to somebody who's riddled with arthritis and symptoms or in between.
Joint defense helps with all kinds of things. So people who have, you know, a major car accident or injury such as that, it helps those joints that are really injured to heal quicker and more effectively. Also, just the daily aches and pains that people experience as they get older or active, joint defense really helps to reduce those or to make you feel, you know, young and good and not have those pains.
It's not just narrowed down to athletes, pretty much just to anybody, whether you're playing basketball, working around the house, working in the yard, dancing, anything.
All day long, all week long, all year long, it is a great product. You are the person that this product is meant for.
Dr. Brian, is it safe for kids to take this product?
Yeah, absolutely. It's whole foods. So this is the least reactive source of nutrients all the way up to prescription drugs that you can put inside your body.
You just made mention of the word prescription drugs. All right, well, what if I'm on prescription drugs?
Okay.
I certainly want to believe what my doctor's telling me, and you're not suggesting that they move off of medication, are you?
No, absolutely not.
And this doesn't counteract or affect what they might be taking now?
No, it doesn't. As far as a musculoskeletal standpoint, this would be synergistic with any kind of musculoskeletal meds because it's whole foods. Basically, they're taking in food.
Earlier you talked about what you saw in your clinic. Share with me and the viewers some of the stories, some of the examples of the lives you saw change because of this product.
Well, I had a patient just recently named Tammy, and she was in a pretty bad motor vehicle accident, a lot of damage to her car. She had a whiplash type injury, and she just, you know, described to us that she had significant reduction in her neck pain and her headaches, but also her knees started getting much better when we put her on Divine Joint Defense.
I had to take a year off of soccer, and I was told that I was going to need surgery on my knee, and the chiropractor introduced me to Joint Defense, and it healed really quickly, and I ended up not needing surgery in the end.
It worked so well that it was really a major find for me. It put me back in my life.
I'm doing things now that I haven't done in years. I highly recommend it.
I plan on using Joint Defense the rest of my life so that it can help me be as active as I want to be.
A risk-free, significant, and clinically meaningful way to impact joint care and improve your overall joint health.
And you can't do it by yourself. You need a system like this, because I've taken my patients through and perfected it. And this is something easy, something obtainable. You can grab at home and start doing and getting the results like I've gotten in my clinics for years.
According to the American Arthritis Foundation, more than 80 million Americans experience some form of joint and soft tissue discomfort. Poor diet, stress, and past injuries have torn our bodies down, which means it's critical that we have something to build our bodies up. Now, Divine Joint Defense is your solution to wear and tear on your joints, inflammation, and problems you experience every day in your back, your knees, your hands, your neck, and your feet. Supporting the rebuilding of healthy cartilage, adding flexibility and mobility to your joints, and reducing the pain quickly while improving bone density. With a proprietary, all-natural formulation from real science and years of clinical testing, Divine Joint Defense provides ease to joint issues, regardless of your age. Unlike harmful over-the-counter pain relievers that deposit residue in your liver, Divine Joint Defense actually improves your body's function, reducing harmful inflammation and alleviates pain, all with absolutely zero harmful side effects.
They're not going to have any effects from it. It's very natural.
Every drug I've ever had has some ill effect, some bad side effect. And Joint Defense doesn't have anything like that.
When I was introduced to Joint Defense, it took away the achiness, the discomfort went away, I had a smile again, it was great.
Thousands of users are already reporting improved energy, mobility, and a happier lifestyle. What's more, they're seeing a reduction in costly doctor's visits and prescription medication that can simply mask the problem. Divine Joint Defense delivers a real solution to help repair your body, supporting your joints the right way with long-lasting relief. Until now, this powerful solution was only available through private natural wellness providers. But through this exclusive television offer, you can experience an amazing breakthrough in joint health today for only $38.98. You've tried everything else. Now try something that actually works.
We want to fix the cause of the problem versus just treating the symptoms. So this isn't a product that just deals with your symptoms. This is a product that actually builds the structure back up inside the cartilage tissue, the discs, the ligaments, the tendons, the muscles themselves. And in doing that, it decreases pressure, decreases nerve inflammation and nerve pressure. And that's how it works.
Just being able to go up and down the stairs with no pain is remarkable.
If you have swelling in any of your joints, if you have arthritis or rheumatism, anything like that that's keeping you from doing what you want to do, I would highly recommend Divine Joint Defense. It's that good.
And as a special gift with your order today, we will also provide you Divine Wellness, where you will discover how to identify your stresses, reharmonize your body and spirit, balance your mind, and help get yourself back into operation. You will learn the secrets to eating right, easy ways to exercise, and other synergistic ways to combine the right lifestyle with the impact of Divine Joint Defense. Divine Wellness is yours free, just for trying Divine Joint Defense for 30 days. But this offer just became irresistible. With your order today, Damon will give you a 30-day free subscription to his New Day with Damon Solutions portal. Join thousands of others from around the world in this interactive educational community. Pick a topic, and through a multimedia experience of audio, video, and written coaching by Damon, thought leaders, and experts, you can experience positive change in all areas of your life. And you'll get a daily motivational message from Damon's desk to yours, helping you reach the life you deserve, the divine life. All of this, Divine Joint Defense, Divine Wellness, a complete divine life system, all yours today for only $38.98. Don't wait a moment longer. Call the number on your screen to get started right away. You or your loved one no longer have to live with the constant aches and pains that come from aging or past accidents. Act now for yourself and your family. Results are guaranteed. Call now.
Dr. Brian, I want to thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you helping make this a new day for people watching right now. God bless you. We'll see you again next time.
The preceding program was a paid advertisement for Divine, brought to you by Living Well Life Solutions.